What if the undisputed champion of budget smartphones in one of the world's biggest markets suddenly found its empire crumbling, not just from fierce competition, but from a staggering financial freeze? We are talking about a tech titan that once dominated India, now seemingly losing its grip. Remember 2018? Xiaomi was everywhere in India. Its budget-friendly phones ruled the digital shelves, grabbing headlines on Amazon and Flipkart. That market alone pulled in a massive 45% of the company's entire global revenue. It seemed like an unstoppable force. But fast forward to 2025, and that picture looks dramatically different. Xiaomi has slipped out of India's top 5 smartphone makers. Analysts at IDC recently noted a sharp 23.5% drop in their shipments in just one quarter. Meanwhile, rivals like Vivo and Oppo quickly seized the opportunity, snatching up the mid-range and premium market segments that Xiaomi once coveted. But this isn't just a story about falling sales. It's about a company caught in a long, relentless stretch of regulatory heat. Indian authorities, including customs, income tax, and the powerful enforcement directorate, froze over 4,700 crore rupees of Xiaomi's funds. Think about that for a moment. That's over $500 million, essentially a massive chunk of their operating capital, just sitting in limbo. For investors, this paints a deeply risky picture. And for Xiaomi itself, it means significantly less flexibility to pour money back into its Indian business, stunting any potential for growth or recovery. The company's own annual report even admits they might need to settle to get those funds released, a move that could still impact their cash flow down the line. Until then, the shadow of these investigations looms large over their entire operation in India. One of the reasons Xiaomi originally thrived in India was its incredible ability to adapt. They priced phones perfectly, tweaked software for local users, and launched aggressive marketing campaigns that resonated with the market. Over the past few years, we've seen that winning formula change. Xiaomi now largely pushes global models with minimal customization for Indian buyers. Imagine eagerly awaiting a cutting-edge foldable phone, only to see it never launch in your market. That's the reality for India. We also saw them abandon testing for home appliances like washing machines and refrigerators when new rules required local manufacturing. Meanwhile, their rivals doubled down on made-for-India strategies, and consumers absolutely noticed the difference. Add in some leadership churn and reduced marketing efforts since 2022, and it's clear Xiaomi's local connection has severely weakened. Globally, however, Xiaomi isn't struggling everywhere. In fact, they are finding significant growth in Southeast Asia, Europe, and Latin America. We see their smartphone market share climbing in regions like Africa and the Middle East, with executives proudly pointing to double-digit growth in some of those areas. The message seems clear. India is no longer the top priority for the global giant. Insiders suggest that Xiaomi's leadership expects the India unit to fund itself through local profits, rather than relying on external investment. The problem, as we've discussed, is that those profits are shrinking just as fast as their shipments. This leaves the India business caught in a tough, self-defeating cycle. India still stands as the second largest smartphone market in the entire world, and writing it off completely would be a truly bold move for any brand. But unless Xiaomi clears its regulatory hurdles and genuinely recommits to developing India-specific products again, their story here may continue to shrink. For now, the company seems more focused on chasing growth in other regions than trying to stage a dramatic comeback in the market it once ruled. Is this a temporary setback for a once unbeatable brand, or are we witnessing the permanent realignment of a global tech giant's priorities? We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Don't forget to subscribe and share this episode if you found it insightful.